Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Eternal Sonata playthrough. It is time to begin Chapter 5, Nocturne.
You have to die! Now Jazz will never forget, and he won't ever be able to get over you!
Well, it sure took you long enough.
Riddle!
What a relief. I'm glad to see that you all got back here safely.
What is it, Redo? Did someone get hurt or something on your way here?
Actually...
Wow, so that's what happened. I can hardly believe it. Poor Claves.
She must have been deeply troubled by what she was doing for a long, long time.
Anyway, after that, Jazz headed for Baroque Castle. He said he needed to talk to someone that he knows there. But whether or not it has anything to do with what happened to Claves, I just don't know.
What about the others? Where are they?
Viola went home to set her goats free. After that, she's gonna head for Salsa's house. We weren't sure, but we thought you might all head for Salsa's place first.
And what about Falsetto? Where's she?
Ever since she learned about Claves' death, we sorta haven't been able to find her anywhere.
She's gone missing?
Yeah, we looked for her all over the place, but she was just nowhere to be found. Who knows? Maybe she felt like she's somehow responsible for Claves' death for some reason.
Poor Falsetto.
Well, there's no point worrying when there's nothing we can do. And we've still got some time before Viola arrives. Let's take a walk around Retardando. It's been a while.
Oh, so much has happened since we were last here in Retardando. And now everyone knows about Claves' fate. And it's just so tragic. Especially when you see how Falsetto's reacted to it, and how Jazz is reacting. It's just the poor, poor people. And to find out that she was a spy as well, just makes it all the worse, really. But as we begin our next chapter, we've got a dungeon to prepare for. So, you may notice that we've got a certain selection of weapons here. There's nothing for Allegretto. Now, I wouldn't worry about this too much, because Allegretto is going to be leaving the party momentarily. So really don't worry about getting him to the best he can possibly be. Beaten Frederick, however, yes, definitely buff them up, but Allegretto, he can wait. And at the very start of this chapter, do be prepared for a lot of cutscenes. Like, I mean, a ludicrous amount of cutscenes. I mean, obviously we had a nice 4 minutes set of cutscenes at the beginning of this part, and we're about to go into another 6-7 minutes of cutscene, and then after the next dungeon we've got about 25 minutes of cutscene. So yeah, thankfully my voice is going to get to have a nice lovely break, and that just makes me really happy. But either way, let's head to the church and see what the commotion is up here.
Why are all these people here?
Huh? Did something happen?
Someone said they heard a strange voice coming from underneath the church.
What? Underneath it? Does the church have a basement?
Retardando used to get attacked by pirates all the time. They built an underground shelter so they'd have someplace to hide in case it happened.
Oh, I see. This church is on high ground, and it's quite far from the shore. That makes it an ideal spot for that kind of shelter.
Oh, how creepy! The shelter must be infested with some sort of strange creatures. After all, it hasn't been used in ages.
No, I'm sure it must be ghosts. The souls of the people who were killed by the pirates have come back to haunt this place. Just kidding.
Yeah, right. Give me a break already. I'm sure it's no big deal. It's probably just some rats scratching around or something.
Hey! It's you two!
Huh? Uh-oh.
I know them. These are the brats who've been stealing my bread!
What? You're a couple of petty thieves?
No, wait. There was a reason we were...
Perfect! You have experience with this kind of thing, then. Go investigate that noise.
I agree with her. That's right. Since you've done nothing but go around causing trouble for this city, you need to make up for it somehow.
You're used to dangerous jobs like this.
This doesn't look good.
No, Redo, it'll be okay. Let's just agree to do it. We can always come up with some way out of it later.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good idea.
Well, what's it gonna be?
All right, calm down. We'll check it out. Just hold on for 1 minute.
It's a good thing Polka's not here, huh? She'd have definitely found out about all the bad things we've been doing.
Ow!
There you are, Allegretto! How are you doing?
Hey, Salsa. You sound the same as always.
When I asked Salsa where everyone was, she said that you were all heading for Retardando. So we came to join you.
But then, how'd you know that we were in here?
Easy. We saw you just as you were going inside.
Well, in that case, perhaps you could all help us out a little bit.
Help you? With what? What are you guys trying to do?
We're supposed to get rid of the ghosts underneath this place. It's pretty stupid.
What? ghosts? But ghosts are scary. I really hate ghosts.
Ah, so that's why there were so many people standing around outside the church.
I'll see you guys later then. Thanks.
Huh? Where are you going now, Redo?
Well, with this many talented people helping out, you don't really need me, do you?
That's not fair, Redo. You can't push all the work on us and then just leave.
Ah, I know what it is. He's scared of ghosts, so he's running away.
Yep, that's right. I've been keeping it a secret, but I'm actually completely terrified of ghosts. See ya, Beat. And hey, good luck.
Hey, wait!
Excuse me, Allegretto, but what are you going to do now?
Once you guys finish up here, we'll be getting on the first ship headed for Baroque tomorrow morning. They opened up the shipping lanes now that the pirates have stopped attacking ships. And as for right now, I'm gonna go get Polka. That way tomorrow morning, we can all meet up in the harbor. Don't be late. See ya!
Hey, that's so not fair!
I don't care whether it's ghosts or something else. I don't have time to waste on stuff like that. Okay, it's time to go and get Polka.
I have to say, slightly majorly a dick move there on Allegretto's part. It's like, mate, come on, really? Like, you really want to be that person? Fine, fair dues. But yeah, this is basically why don't bother trying to buff up Allegretto, because literally no need.
Huh? What do we have here? Oh, it's just a rock. It has a really weird shape to it, though. Guess it must have washed up on shore. I'm not much of a rock collector, but it really is strange looking. Maybe I'll show it off to Salsa later. Well, I'd better hurry up or it's gonna get dark.
Allegretto, it's the middle of the day, but
Stupid
tell that to
Redo.
everyone inside the church.
Let's just concentrate on what we need to do and get going.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's get this over with.
Oh, by the way, are you planning on joining our Endeavor March?
Yes, I'll do my best not to get in the way. I hope that's all right. Bringing her along with us is much safer than leaving her in a go-go forest alone.
Well, it's good to have you along. At least you're a lot more reliable than Redo. I can't believe he took off and left the work to us.
Who knows? Maybe he really was scared of ghosts.
So, here we are in the Mandolin Church with this beautifully kind of swooping piece of music, which is just very regal, and to be fair, I can really hear the tales of in that piece of music. But obviously, continuing our musical bent, the mandolin of Mandolin Church is a stringed musical instrument in the lute family, and it's usually plucked with a plectrum or a pick. And it commonly has 4 courses of doubled metal strings tuned in unison, so that's about 8 strings. Although there are 10-string and 12-string versions of the mandolin. And I believe that it originates from Italy. Yeah, because basically it evolved from the lute in Italy during the 17th and 18th centuries. And the deep, bold mandolin, which was produced particularly in Naples, became common in the 19th century. So basically that's where the root of this comes from. I'm not quite sure why they decided to name a church after the mandolin, but I suppose they thought it sounded slightly cool, so we'll let them get away with that. Now, before we actually go and deal with our dungeon, obviously we are just running out, because if you pop down to see the kids in the sewers, then one of them is ill, and there's a little bit of a continuation of the training quest that occurs here. And really we just want to complete that, and then we can go and sort ourselves out. Also, since we now have March in our party, we can try and upgrade her to get her more in line with everybody else. She's still much lower level than everybody else, but that's something that we will sort out as we go throughout our next dungeon. March is very similar to Salsa. She's just sort of the opposite in terms of the effects of her moves. So, whereas Shadow Silhouette gives you an attack buff, March's equivalent gives you a defense boost. And where Salsa's attacks tend to be to do with the sun, March's tend to be to do with the moon. So you have that red-blue sun-moon dichotomy that's very common. But yes, the important thing right now is this trading quest. And it seems that, yeah, the old lady across the road decided that she was going to take the last of the floral powders. So, yeah, we're going to have to go, you know, grab that back off of her, because, no, it's not okay. We need that for a sick, dying child. Well, cold medicine. Beg your pardon. Need to be a bit more accurate. And yeah, I mean, it's great that the ring looks good, but yeah, she's going to be like super strong now, and she's probably not going to realise that she's going to be super strong. So that might cause a bit of a problem, but that's not our issue here, because we're worried about the sick, dying child. That is of the utmost importance. A crazy old lady who's got super strength is certainly not high on our list of things to fix. Particularly as, you know, we've also got to deal with that whole shebang in the Mandolin Church. And I do like the fact that we were able to just waltz out and everyone just let us do it. That they decided they weren't going to put our feet to the fire and force us to finish in there before we could get back out again. But either way, here we go. Gold Medicine trading quest continues. So yes, now that that's all sorted, we can head back to the church, and I think running into the thing there caused the screen to have a little bit of a panic attack. It's all okay. Like, I have seen worse graphical glitches. I mean, rather irritatingly, throughout the course of recording a Town Sonata, there were a few moments where I don't quite know what happened. I don't know whether it's my Elgato being funny. I don't know whether it's the software being funny with the Xbox 360 footage. I don't know. But there are numerous instances where there'd be like a graphical glitch, not in the game, but on the capture software. And after that point, the audio gets desynced and it's all awful. And I have no idea how it occurs or why it occurs or occurred. So I really need to try and figure out what was going on there for future 360 playthroughs. And hopefully it doesn't occur on other consoles, because otherwise that would be incredibly depressing, especially if it was in games which I don't really want to... well, games that are slightly harder to edit around. Let's put it that way. But anyway, we are done in Retardando, so let's head back into the church and go down into the catacombs.